Hey friends, welcome to this class. So this is a 30-minute practice for those of us that might be feeling a little bit tired. If you've been having trouble sleeping or you're just a little bit tired and wired, you can't quite function properly, and you want to do something, but then you don't quite have the energy to do too much for practice. So this is going to be a nice, probably about 15 minutes of some gentle seated body opening and breathing, and then we're going to come and lie down. Okay, so have a blanket, have a pillow, have cushions, warm socks, anything that makes you feel snuggly. So we'll begin seated. No, we're not actually. We're not beginning seated. We're going to come down in child's pose. So the knees can be wide and the tops of the feet on the ground, the toes touching. And then I've got a cushion here, and I'm going to use that as my bolster. So as I come down, I'm going to put that between my underneath my belly and my chest. I'm just going to let my side of my head rest onto the bolster. Oh, well, it's not a bolster, it's a cushion. But if you're not resting your head on something, you would make a pillow with your hands, or perhaps stretch your arms out long, depending on how much of a stretch you want through your body. So if you were to stretch your arms out long, you're going to be opening up the size of your waist and muscles in between your ribs, the intercostal muscles. So yeah, you can just, or maybe you have a bit of a reach and an extension with the hands, and then you come back to a bit more of a softer child's pose. So you just find what's right for you. And we're going to stay here for about a minute or so. So settle yourself in, welcome any kind of movements. And just start to become aware of the sensations that are moving through the body. Perhaps your mind goes straight to an area what might need a little bit of breath, that might be calling your attention. Perhaps it's your lower back, or the sacrum area, or the hips even. And as you're here, just see if you can start to soften around your eyes, perhaps letting the lids come down over your eyes, or maybe closing the eyes completely. Soft gaze, the lids just down a little bit maybe. As you start to settle, feel the support of the ground. You start to turn a little bit more inwards as you become the focus of your practice now. As the mind starts to whirl as it does, you can always come back to your breath. The lower belly expand in between your legs. And you'll notice the back body also filling with your breath. And then you exhale. Feel your shoulders round down towards the ground. And as you rest, see if you can perhaps make your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. You don't need to be counting or striving for anything you do. Just taking a natural inhale, and then on the exhale, perhaps it's just a bit more of a making sure all of the breath leaves the body all the way down to the end of it. You don't need to control it. You've got about 30 more seconds to move. If your head's facing one way, perhaps turn it the other way. I almost feel like I'm glued to this cushion now. I hope you found comfort in your child's pose. And almost like just allowing your weariness, not pushing it away. We can do that. You know, the northern hemisphere here, it's autumn, approaching winter, and be slowing down, doing less, resting more, sleeping more. And quite often we don't offer ourselves permission to rest a bit more and do that. You can take 3 more breaths in your own time. There's no rush. And very, very slowly put the hands on the ground. And start to lift the body up. So you become vertical. And then we're going to come and find a seat. So I'm using the cushion underneath my bum. We're going to find this microphone somewhere. We're going to find a cross-legged position. So kind of like a really loose one. A comfortable cross-legged position. I'm not even going to say a name or a style, a pose. Just make yourself comfortable. So if you've got a cushion, so you get your pelvis, get your sit bones, your butt on the pelvis, and then tilt down a little bit. So the weight is like really pouring down. Your weight of your upper body is pouring down through the pelvis into the support beneath, whatever that is, the ground, the cushion, the chair, bed even. You feel that support. We're going to find a forward fold from here. So if you want to like take the heels a little bit further away from the groin, you can do that as you start to bring the body forward and down. And perhaps this is enough. You don't want to come all the way too far forward. I'm going to back something, I might go up frame a little bit. So I quite like to come down at my forearms. I'm just letting the head come down and in. So just finding, and then you can use your cushion, put your bolster, you can put your forearms on that. You start to come into the hips. So depending on what leg you put forward. In front even, of the cross. That will be the hip that you will feel, the muscles around there. Getting a little bit of an opening. As you start to settle, and keep releasing your jaw. And let the weight of your head get a little bit heavier. Your shoulders around and down. Oh, and if any fuller breaths come to you, you just take them, let your body fill. And there is a big sigh. And yawn. Welcome, welcome the sighs, welcome the yawn. And we're just going to gently come up, just to swap the legs the other way around. So whatever leg is crossed in front, you take that behind. Key that quite right. So cross the legs the other way. Okay. And then getting good connection with your sit bones. So widen your pelvis. So moving the flesh out from side to side of your seat. And then letting your body slowly come forward and down to meet your cushions, your support. You start to let the heart move forward. So think heart moving forward, shoulders moving down the back a little bit. And then you can start to let your head lower. And you can start to round, release any kind of alignment cues now. You start to settle yourself down into the pose, into the posture. Perhaps you can feel the back of your pelvis. Notice the sacrum even. A triangular bone in between the two halves of the pelvis. You almost feel like a breath of fresh air is being put into the back body when you're doing these forward folds. Almost like it's been closed off all day and no air's been getting in. And as soon as you start to come into your yoga, and you start to find these positions and postures that offer different parts of your body some recognition that they're there. You could take your awareness and your attention to your lower back, to your sacrum. You could even say thank you. Thank you for supporting me through my day. Thank you for connecting two halves of my body to make me whole. Speaking to ourselves kindness and warmth and compassion. And go along. And then we're slowly going to come out this. Very slowly. Let's just find, so still sat cross-legged. We're going to find a gentle twist from here. As promised, this is a really soft class. And we're going to take the right hand. We're going to put it on the left knee, thigh, anywhere on that leg. And then I don't know if I'm mirroring you, what did I say? I say right hand. You can't answer me. So we're going to start again. Right hand goes to left knee. And then your left arm comes behind your seat as you find a gentle twist. As your belly inhales, feel like it's inflating. The exhale, soften back. We'll take one more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Coming back through the middle. The left hand will go to the right knee. And then the right arm drifts behind your seat. And we take an inhale. The front body breathes forward. And on the exhale, the shoulders soften. The belly gathers back. One more breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Let's take one more. Inhale and exhale. And coming back round to the middle. Okay, so from here, we're going to come down onto the back as promised, finding your what we're coming into. Let's come down into like a constructive rest pose. So your feet are wide, your knees are resting on each other. And then take your arms out wide behind your body, let the palms face up. And then part your knees, take your feet wide, widen your hips. And inhale, your knees point up, and then exhale, let your thighs fall to the right. And then we'll inhale through the middle. Exhale, thighs to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. One more time. Inhale through the middle. And then exhale to the left. And just draw the knees in towards the chest. Let your hands go on your knees. Just make a little circle with your knees. On the way to the back of your lower back and your pelvis. And then go in the opposite direction. And let your feet come down to the ground. And we're going to find the Shavasana position here. So if for you, you want to keep your legs bent and your knees resting each other, please go ahead. Or if you want to put a pillow under your legs, use it as a bolster, the back of your thighs, back of the knees, that kind of. So see what you fancy and get yourself set up. Blankets, anything you need on. So leave it here for about 10 minutes. So let your feet wobble in and out a couple of times, and let your feet flop over. And the weight pour down through the back of your head. And just have a little press through the back of your head to lift your chest. To spread your shoulders a little bit more evenly across the ground. You start to settle. When the body is settling, the bones of your body is resting back and down. And as they're resting back and down, you start imagining that you are on the side of flowing stream or a river. Perhaps you're on a riverbank and you can hear the sound of the water. Perhaps you can smell the earth, the soil, and maybe it's the back of your hands and sense the green grass as your body is laid down on the earth. And you can feel the coolness that's coming up from the earth, meeting your back body. And it feels really soft. The ground is soft and supportive. And you can hear the water rushing by in the stream or the river. And you can feel the gentle breeze of your skin. And as you lay here, I want you to imagine when a thought comes, you don't need to imagine, when a thought comes into your mind or an image of something from your day or from your life or words, however it comes, that you're placing it on a leaf and it's going into the water and then going off down with the flow of the water. And then when another thought comes, another leaf appears, and you place that image, that feeling, that thought onto the leaf, and then it drifts off with the flow down Each time a thought comes, you just place it onto a leaf. It might be a green leaf, brown leaf, whatever colour comes to you. As soon as that image or thought comes, put it on a leaf, just let it float away, floating away, and you just watch it go. And you feel the grass beneath your skin, and you smell the soil, and you're grounded, the whole body grounded. Almost feeling like you're sinking back and down into the earth. It feels that supported, like a warm embrace, like you're in the most comfiest bed. Beautiful memory foam mattress, your imprint down on the earth. And then when you notice when the thought comes, you just put it on another leaf, and then it floats away. And just continue placing the images, the thoughts, the feelings onto the leaf. And let it drift down the water. And start to notice a little bit more lightness that's coming through your body now. The lightness as you feel so grounded, so held and supported by Mother Earth. As your mind starts to clear, hearing the sound of the water, the smell of the soil. Knowing that you're supported and you're being nourished with each breath. Each breath is so inhaled, so nourishing, drawing in all the elements that you're surrounded by, that you were made of. You're made of these elements. Drawing them in on each inhale. The exhale out, softening, softening and melting. And your body's melting down. And from here, try to imagine there's a ball of energy for the soles of your feet, the bottoms of your feet. Warm, vibrant, healing, radiant, pulsing, ball of energy, the ball of your feet, balls of your feet. And purposely not saying a colour. What colour is it for you? That is the perfect colour. This heaving sphere of light that the balls of your feet starts to come into the soles of your feet. And the soles of the feet are tingling, tingling in your toe tips, the toenail, tops of your feet tingling with the energy and the sphere of light that's come into your body. And it starts to rise up through the lower leg, through the ankle joint, through the lower leg, filling the whole of the feet and the lower leg vibrating with this light, this healing light. And it comes up the knee. And this light is circulating all the way around the front of the knee and the back of the knee. And it starts to come up your big thigh bones and the muscles and the skin and the blood, penetrating the whole of your thigh, your thighs and your lower legs, vibrant white light, or your colour of light. Stick with your colour. Vibrating, and that light starts to travel up in your pelvis. You might notice your thigh bones and your thigh muscles relax a little bit. They might got a bit engaged and activated from the light. And then you come to your pelvis, and the light is filling up the lower belly, the bowels, all the important organs in the lower belly area. That light bathing the whole of the pelvic region, coming up through the navel center, also coming through the spine, central channel, and the light's coming up through all your chakras. It's coming up through the whole of your being. It's coming up, it's rising, the light's rising up through your body into your heart, spreading out across your chest and your lungs, traveling down your right arm and your left arm. And it comes up through the neck, around the jaw, into the lower part of the head, and it comes up and it comes into the cranium, and the whole of your body is radiating the healing light. And you feel your eyes soften with this light, and you feel any tension starting to dissipate. A little bit of clarity starts to come through and being bathed, and the whole of your being bathed in this healing. And you just let your body relax. And you let your body soften. You might want to stay as this body of light, or perhaps you come back to your form. Allow the body to receive and absorb the healing that you have given yourself. This time of rest, this time of processing and digesting, breathing and moving. And I do invite you to stay here for as long as you can. To meet your tiredness and your weariness with compassion and kindness. Rest well, and I will see you next week. Lots of love.